had the Ryan Garcia and Oscar Duarte showdown last night, and I want to do like a little recap of all that, and the card itself. It was a pretty decent Golden Boy card. Um, Shout out to both guys. They was able to get out of the ring safe, which was great. And then we also had Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. He was able to stop his Joshua Conley. In the sixth round, quit on the stool. Conley got a resume. As kind of a resume of losing. To some of the top guys. Um, Leading up to that, Conley was 15 and fifth. No, he was 17-5. And he's been in the ring with guys like Carlos Adames. I think Carlos Adames stopped him in 2 rounds, but he went the distance with Sergey Vachenko. So Sergey Derevchenko. He went the distance with him, and then J Rock. What I'm saying, Julian Williams. He stopped him in the, I think, seventh. So, I think that's, pretty decent for Shane Mosley Jr. to come back and get a stoppage and, put himself into title contentions. I think that is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And then we also had, like, Floyd Schofield, undefeated Schofield. I think it's cool to see him work and develop. Um, he scored a first round KO, left leaping left hook. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is definitely moving on up. I was very suspect upon his resume, but he is moving on up. He definitely has more skills than what it shows on paper. Um, he was really using his jab and caught his opponent, moving laterally and just shot a leaping left hook, dropped him, and he was never been able to recover after that. So great, really a great first round, KO. He's definitely somebody to look after. Some people were saying he doesn't have the power. I mean, he definitely showed power in that fight. That kid went the dis. No, he. I think the last person notable that he fought, his name was Hector. Uh, I forget his name. That the last his opponent, but he went, I think, 7 with Mark Masayo. No, not Mark Masayo. Mark Castro. You know what I'm saying? So he went 7 rounds with him. So pretty decent opponent. You know what I'm saying? And that was what that was. I can't wait to see Schofield with some of these other guys like Jojo Diaz and stuff like that. Some fights that will be put together. Small development fights. I think that would be cool for Floyd Schofield. But nevertheless, getting into the main event. Um, yeah, main event was really Ryan Garcia. You know, the thing about with Ryan Garcia and the whole Derek James situation, I feel like they haven't really clicked. It seems to me that Ryan hasn't really, he kind of does his own thing, with any type of trainer he works with, he kind of really does his own thing. Um, Shout out to, Ryan Garcia and Oscar Duarte at least putting it on for us last night. But in the same time, we have to be critical. We have to, dissect exactly what this is. Obviously, he called out Rolly Romero. I think that's a great fight for Ryan and for Rolly. It's a closer fight than what a lot of people, think, and that's what the poll is all about. Is what you guys think? Do you guys think that Rolly Romero or Ryan Garcia, who would win in that fight? The polls are there. Make sure you guys attack the polls. Make sure you guys smash the like button as well. And we're gonna get into what just happened, our reaction to Ryan Garcia's last fight, coming off of the Gervonta Tank Davis loss. You know, um, Ryan Garcia, we were, the testament of what Ryan Garcia comes for heart. I remember watching Ryan getting hit with a big shot before he got knocked down. you know. And I feel like that being said, he shows heart, but in the same time, I'm gonna be tapping into some people as well. We gotta be also having an interview with Tiger Johnson around 3 o'clock, so we'll be talking. What's up, Jamil?
What's good, man?
YSM Media, my guy.
You continuously always hit me up when I'm fucking wolfing.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, last night's fights with Ryan Garcia, man. I'm over here. Haven't really talked about it much, but now that you're here, what's your thoughts?
I don't think Ryan looked impressive. Number one objective is to win the fight, of course. So, however you can win it. But as far as us looking to how Derek James would have improved him, I didn't. I saw more things that I didn't like than what I liked, and I
Speak
think
about those things.
the California shoulder roll.
You didn't like the California roll?
Nah,
The
dog.
the, the
Nah,
California shell.
dog. Nah,
You didn't
man.
like it?
Um, I feel like I feel like the ref enabled him to do that. And honestly, it kind of handicapped Duarte. Whereas though Duarte really couldn't throw the right hand to the body because Ryan was effectively turning his back to him. And every time Duarte hit him to the back, the ref would give him a warning. But you and I both know once you turn your back and you turn your head, that's a clean shot. I didn't understand that. It sounded like it looked like it was one of those situations where Ryan was just trying shit out in the ring that he had never worked on that before, and it looked awful. Um,
My guy Ryan.
Still, Ryan's still pulling back with his hands down. All the like, Derek James is supposed to be looked at as this like really really technical trainer, but I didn't really see signs of that against Duarte. Now it's still early, so maybe they have a bunch of things to iron out, and I think trainers need multiple camps, but nah, I don't think anybody could be excited about what they saw last night.
Mm. Do you think Ryan is coachable?
I'm not sure. Ryan is probably the most physically gifted guy, 35 to 40. I know guys gonna get mad at me for saying that, but who do you know has that kind of speed with that kind of power? Like Ryan got one punch, like, I'm gonna, send you to Dream Street power, along with some of the fastest hands that we've ever seen at that weight class.
Mm.
But he has technical flaws that are so glaring that it balances out his talent that is so glaring. That even if you're not as talented, you don't have to be on Ryan's level as far as talent wise to get over on him because the flaws are just there.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I was talking to you earlier about that. Fastest hands with power. That it gets by. He uses it for his defense. Now going into the 140 division, we got some other guys that could punch too.
Right?
And I like what as far as taking a shot, you know, he showed different elements, right? He showed the California shell, right? Which is right. So he showed two different elements there, right? So and then what do you call that? The Shakur Stevenson shibbity dibbity? Is that what you called it before? Like
Huh?
the Shakur Stevenson the shibbity dibbity? Like
Skibbity baby.
the
Yeah.
skibbity dibbity, that's what you call it. Yeah, yeah. So he added those two, right, together in one fight, and then he added his punching power to get, Oscar Duarte out of there in the eighth round. We're gonna get into the actual uh the countdown, of that. And did you feel like he was confused? Like, did you feel like in Mexico they just you can just get up at an 8 or something or 9. When did he start moving? He started moving at like 9, right?
I actually think that they should have let it go, but
Yeah.
I really thought
Cause
that
like,
he would
cause
beat.
the one thing is that he didn't just get up, Jamel. He came up with his hands up.
Yeah, I didn't think like I felt like if it had been on the other end, if it had been Ryan, I think that they would have. But I mean, rules are rules. I would have liked to see what Duarte would have done if he got up. I would have liked to see what Ryan would have done if he got up. Um, I think it's very telling though that after Shakur Stevenson's performance, he was really, really down on himself. He was visibly upset. Ryan Garcia was visibly happy. Now he got the knockout, but I don't think that that performance is something that, for the expectations that we have for Ryan Garcia, that is something that he should be really, really celebrating. And I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for saying that, but I have to.
Mm.
I expect more for a guy that gifted. Like Ryan Garcia is one of the most gifted fighters as far as natural ability goes, hand speed and power that we've seen in quite a long time.
But I liked in the post press conference, he admitted it. He's like, I was trying to do the shoulder roll, but it wasn't working, so I just did my own thing. Yo, but he was trying for a long time, like for like till the sixth round. I'm like, damn, it's still popping out. Like,
That
but
was that.
yeah.
Remember when Andre Berto just said that he just started doing it,
Hmm.
and that's not something that you could just start doing. Like somebody has to teach you. Like I'm from Philly, it's something that's I guess innate in our boxing, but
Shit,
you can't just do it.
man. You should try the sparring first. Like, damn, what was that all about? Like
Yeah,
because at least in sparring, they would have told you, no, no, that's not it. In sparring, they would have told you, oh, that's not it, Ryan. That's not it. You shouldn't do that, right? But not, Oscar Duarte made him do that, So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey,
Um,
yo, that Rolly fight is dangerous.
the
Larry
role.
Larry listen, Larry listen. That Rolly fight is real dangerous, yo.
Mm.
I
So that's the
don't
poll. That's the poll right here. You know, we got here 21 votes, 20 minutes, guys. Once you attack the poll, does Ryan beat Rolly Romero next? That's the poll question. Also, make sure you guys smash the like button as well. This is my guy Jamil Parker, aka Jamil
go
Haney,
everywhere,
aka
yo.
YSM Media.
Why is some sports media?
YSM Sports Media on YouTube. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? He got the fire content as well. Um,
Um,
so yeah, talk to me. I mean, we had this fight, right? It's the only fight that makes sense, right? Because if you want to become champion at 140, the Rolly route is the best way for Ryan. Would you have to agree? Or do you think he could beat, you know, uh a Sabir Matias or the
no,
winner of Haney or can he beat a Tio?
hey,
You know,
yo, I'm gonna say this right.
mm,
Re- this is out of respect, right?
talk to me, talk
Ryan
to me.
Garcia is capable of clipping anybody in boxing. He has
Mm,
the speed, he has the power to be able to get to anybody and hurt them. Just don't mention Subriel.
no, no
Don't
more,
don't Subriel Matias.
no
Just
more.
leave
All
him
right,
out of that
got
conversation.
you. I got
Subriel
you.
Subriel Matias is arguably the most dangerous man in boxing.
Mm,
Literally. Like if
mm,
I had to name five guys who I feel like are just dangerous, not in no order,
mm-hmm.
Matias, Better be Jerron Ennis,
Matias the Panther.
Gervonta Davis, and Noy Inoue. The
Mm.
most dangerous men in boxing.
I like those. I like those lists. I like those guys.
But yeah, T.O. He
Mm,
can get he can get the TO, but what
mm.
happens if he doesn't? What happens if he doesn't? Like T.O. thrives off of you coming forward and throwing punches. If you come forward and throwing punches, that's your ass.
Oh, you get yeah. You got to put the Benavides in there in that discussion.
I don't think that I would have him in my 10. I don't know about my 5.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I feel like everybody I named, Benavidez is not a one punch guy. He's an accumulated. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why Sabrill's really not a one punch guy, but we all know
Yeah.
Sabrill's his track record. Like when dudes be like, "Oh, such and such is a killer." I don't want to bring it up, but yeah, we all know the story.
Mm. So I mean, at the end of the day, you're not happy with Ryan Garcia's performance. Um, damn, this is just crazy because the California show came out of nowhere, right? So now I'm like, damn, you're not respecting Derek James, right? So you're not. So now I know that things is not really working over here. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. He even admitted it. He said, no, Derek James. He said that he would tell me, don't do that Mayweather shit. He's like, you ain't Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like he said it. So we already know that he's not listening. You feel me?
Yeah,
So if he ain't listening, he's in Ryan's world going into the fight. You know what I'm saying? So you got that, and then you got Rolly Romero. Always, Rolly Romero's always on the Rolly world, right? In and out of the ring, right? He's the Rolly world, right?
yeah.
So that fight, they both punching, they both got history, in sparring. It's a big fight. I, is that a pay per view fight? You think? I hope not. Is that a pay per view fight? That better not be no. That's a pay per view fight.
It's going to be. I don't think that.
That's bad.
Yeah, it is.
Damn. That better be on a co-main event then.
No, it's probably.
No, that's a title fight too. We
Yeah,
got to put more respect on it. Hold on. We got to put more respect
yeah.
on it.
I'm gonna say this. There was a lot of points where Oscar Duarte had Ryan cornered and he let him off the hook. He didn't really let his hands go. He let Ryan out of the corner.
Hmm.
That's not Rolly. That's not Rolly. Rolly's going to try to take Ryan's head off at every chance, and it's going to be awkward, and it's going to be goofy, but it's going to be really, really hard. Pause. That's a dangerous fight. Like Rolly be throwing that big dumb shit, and I knew that Rolly could punch, but you remember the first right hand he hit Tank with? Did you see Tank's face?
Mm.
He made a face like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
time to box."
Rolly got thumpers. Yeah, but I like what Stephen Josue saying. It's true. Rolly gets clipped easy.
He does,
You can see it from a mile away.
but
You really can. Like Ryan can sneak two in there. You know what
he,
I'm saying?
yeah, he could, or Ryan could get mauled. That's why it's a dangerous fight.
Mm.
Ryan's gonna be on the back foot all night long. Rolly's gonna come forward. He's gonna load up
But
on
I think
shots.
there's gonna be segments. Why couldn't it be like the Duarte fight?
That's not Rolly, bro. That's not Rolly gonna
What
be like this.
about yo yo yo? You know what?
Rolly,
You know what? You know what wasn't Rolly too? When he got hit by Barboso and Broly was going like wing around the rosy. Step post, step post. What post you want me
I
to
forgot
land
about
on?
I forgot about that fight, yo.
Yo, one hit from the old man got him going hopscotching everywhere.
Yo,
You
the
know what I'm
old
saying?
man. All right, so if Ryan sets up his shots, he could. but Rolly could overwhelm him.
One thing that we can say is both guys have gotten tested, right? Both guys have been tested.
I feel like Ryan's faced better opposition though.
Y- Yeah, yeah,
Slightly, slightly better.
yeah, yeah.
Barroso's the strongest 90-year-old in history.
You know what I'm saying? The strongest one. The strongest one, Larry. Listen, the strongest one. So I'm just thinking that like you know I think he could get Rolly. Honestly, I think he got more IQ than Rolly. I think he got everything better than Rolly besides Rolly's right hand. I think Rolly's right hand is the best shot that Rolly got. I think Rolly's left hook is decent. You know what I'm saying? I don't even. It's his right hand that's dangerous.
I think that Ryan needs space to get that shot off. Like Rolly's there for the shot, but he needs the space to get the shot off. But
Mhm.
Ryan isn't really good fighting off the back foot. And if Rolly doesn't allow him to get the space off, it makes for a long night.
Rolly's not really defensively responsible either.
Of course not. Neither is Ryan.
Yeah, so that's why it's a good fight too, just off of that alone. Both of them lack as far as discipline with their hands, you know what I'm saying? They definitely lack that. So it's all about who can capital on whose mistakes faster. You know what I'm saying? And more is really gonna be the fight. I like the fight though. Low Nose Boxing, thank you for the $2. Teofimo over everybody. Salute to YSM and Mill City Boxing. Thank you, Low Nose. Appreciate you.
Hey yo, my man Blunt Therapy said, didn't Ryan just get a KO off the back foot? He did. That doesn't mean you fight well off the back foot. If you think Ryan fights well off the back foot, I don't know what to tell you. Lens crafters can have your prescription ready in an hour.
I mean, he could definitely pop it a little bit more, but he's not like I can move laterally, and, left and right.
Tio Tio fights well backing up. He fights a lot better backing up than he does coming forward. Tio is like one of the best counter punchers. When the
Hmm.
dude's coming towards him, that's what made the Josh Taylor shit like such an easy night. Josh Taylor was coming towards him. He was hitting Josh
Hmm.
with shit.
Yeah, I agree. Like out of those guys, Tio seems like the best counter puncher at 140. I would definitely say that.
Yeah, Blunt don't understand what I'm saying. You can get a knockout off the back foot doesn't mean you're adept at fighting off the back foot. Being adept at fighting off the back foot means you can do multiple things. Ryan has power, so Ryan and speed, so he can be able to knock you out anyway. But he's not good at fighting. He's not comfortable at fighting off the back. You could tell that last night. He's just not. That's just not what he does.
Yeah, but yeah, like I'm saying, like in my opinion, I like Ryan at 140. To be honest with you, I think that he got something going on, but it's something weird, right? That fight wasn't even at 140; it was at 143, right? And Ryan's a big guy. How fast do you think that guys like Haney and Ryan really truly want to go up to welterweight?
Both of them need to stay away from welterweight.
Why? Cause your boy's over there. Why? Cause
It
your
ain't,
boy's
it ain't
over
even
there.
gotta be, yo. If we gonna keep it a bean, well, first the one and
Keep it a
only
buck.
Keith is Keith is at A1 in fighting off the back foot.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman is one of the best fighters fighting off the back foot in boxing today. Like he can punch off the back foot. He's just comfortable doing like that. That's his style of fighting. Um, T.O. Ryan. Devin, just stay away from 47 for now. You got about a year until it's safe to come up. But nah, you want to go to 47 when there are 40s, like when that new crop is like. There's always a transition period. Mill City, you know what I'm talking about. Like you remember at 54 back in the day when all the dudes that used to fight at 47 moved to 54, like your Oscars, your Shanes, your Trinidad's, where you're not really facing a 54 pounder.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like those guys are 35s that moved to 40. They were big 35s that moved to 40. There are
Mm,
big 47s at 47 right now. You don't want to be a big 35 that moving up to 47 and then facing a big 47.
right. No, 100%. Yeah. So, Coach Kenny's been calling me like crazy. So now I got frozen. Gotta love YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Throw Coach Kenny on. I'm gonna go watch football.
Yeah, not even that. It's not even that. Coach Kenny can't even get onto the YouTube. He lost his password or some shit like that. So I guess on StreamYard you probably don't need it. You can't. I don't know. I don't know
No, no,
what.
you don't need your YouTube password on StreamYard. You can just hop on.
Mm. Well, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just chop it up for a little bit more. Then probably do my interview with him on Instagram real quick. Come back up, do Tiger Johnson at 3. Trying to be busy, man. I'm trying to stay busy, but in the same time, I don't want things to overlap. You feel me?
No,
But
I
this,
got you.
I feel like this is a signal of me telling me, yo, maybe I should end it now. But now people starting to trying to hop on now. You see
You
how
gotta,
that is?
yeah, you gotta go with Coach Kenny's must see TV. Coach Kenny predictions be having me like, oh, I
They be making whatever Coach Kenny says, go the other way. Yeah.
no, but sometimes he be having me look at boxing in a different way, and sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need because sometimes we get in just the habit of one vantage point. But I see dudes in the comments talking about Matias. Bro, don't nobody bring up Matias, yo. Like,
The
and
beast.
140 is the deepest division in boxing. But they be talking about every belt, and then when you mention Matias, oh well, who that? Matias? Oh, the baseball player? Oh yeah, yeah, he nice. Like, no, no, the dude that got the IBF. Oh no, I never heard of him. No,
Mm,
that's how I be when it comes to Matias. Like, nah, dog.
it be
You know who
wildin'.
you talking
Should be wildin', man. Should be
about.
wildin'. But yeah, man, freaking yeah, I can't, then this talks of like, Ryan talking crazy to Shakur, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm over here talking to some guys and it's like when you look at the landscape for Ryan, it's like if it's not Rolly, can you really beat anybody at 140? I mean, maybe Regis, you know what I'm saying? You could possibly clip, Haney and maybe do something there, but besides, if you don't get that clipping, which Ryan, I'll tell you one thing, Ryan's quick, man. I mean, like Ryan has one of the quickest hands out there.
He does.
He just the problem with Ryan is that if Ryan doesn't pick his shot so much, and I love his accuracy, so I understand why he does it. But can you think faster? Can you put the combinations together more? Because you're using your offense for defense, and you still need extra offense more to be able to look impressive in these fights.
This
So
this is the crazy thing about Ryan. Why do we fight like his promoter? His promoter is the perfect style for him to fight like. I don't
he should,
understand.
yeah, he should fight like Oscar. You know what I'm saying? But him and Oscar having some issues. So then they post press conference comes, right? And they're in a bad mood with each other, right? But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, right?
I peeped that.
You see Oscar trying to kiss ass and shit. He like, yeah, but he's like, what did he say, Jamel?
He was like the record for putting everybody to sleep.
Yeah, Oscar went crazy. I'm like, damn, Oscar, he's smart. That's what a promoter does. Starts kissing ass at the right time, you know. And the thing about it is that Shakur's not like a big kid. You feel me? Like Ryan's bigger than him. I ain't gonna hold you. Like Ryan's bigger than him, not by much, but he got size over. Ryan got size over him.
Mm,
And if he doesn't want to go and fight fire with Devin, because in stylistically maybe Devin, I don't know, maybe Devin's putting on more muscle now, so now it's not like the amateurs. Devin has gotten a lot better from the amateurs to now.
mm.
So I think in reality, I think probably Devin and Tio really became a lot better from the amateurs to like the pros. Like Shakur's always been a good amateur. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So we didn't. All we expected was him to continue to be, level up every year. You know what I'm saying? And you'll stay ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
But with Ryan, it's like I in the pros, your speed and power actually means more than a lot of this other stuff that we're speaking upon.
Mm.
Because he's throwing the punch with super accuracy right in the temple where these people know where the weak spots are. He's starting to get used to that. That's smart. And with 8-ounce gloves, that can probably trump a lot of this other skills that other people possess. Plus, he still got youth.
No, I definitely feel you. I'm gonna say this and then I gotta hop off. Talent wise, man, speed, the power, the speed is probably like a 10. Hand speed, the power is probably like a 9. But boxing is like a game of inches. And all it takes is one mistake when dealing with these top level guys. If they see one opening this big, they can take it in the night. And Ryan has too many openings. He gives away too many inches.
Yeah.
And that definitely could be his detriment. But George, I gotta slide off, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I'm
you.
gonna actually end this live and proceed to do another one around 3 o'clock. I'm gonna just jump on Instagram real quick, interview Coach Kenny, and then come back on, guys. So I'll start up another one. Shout out to everybody on the live as well, and we'll be back around 3.
Man.
All right, boys.